As the three-day meeting drew to a close, police chiefs from Eastern and Southern African countries under EAPCCCO and SARPCCCO reached a decision on how they can collectively fight crime in the two regions. Although some of the members, like the Democratic Republic of Congo and Somalia, were not represented, the police chiefs believe bringing more players on board, like Central and Northern Africa, to form a continental mechanism would help form a formidable force to combat crime.
So long as we have clear functions that will be managed to coordinate intelligence, do good crime intelligence and analysis, disseminate timely information, and also encourage continental operations, we believe that that way we shall be solving crime on the region.
If the model is accepted by all the countries in Africa, the proposal will be handed to the African Union for consideration. In the absence of this mechanism, the 40 chiefs will have to up their efforts in fighting crime.
Is to have continuous and regular simultaneous operations in all member countries in SARPCCCO and EAPCCCO. Of course, any good operation has to be intelligence-led. So we are encouraging intelligence, sharing information, and also sharing of best practices in the both regions in order to be on top of the game.
The two regions recently concluded a joint operation called Usalama. It yielded tremendous results, but human trafficking, including that of immigrants, remains a big challenge. Major trafficking routes span through the Horn of Africa, Eastern and Central Africa, the Middle East, Dubai, Malaysia, Thailand, and China are the major destinations.
You remember last year, 43 suffocated to death in a goods container in Tanzania near Dodoma en route to South Africa. Many using poor vessels have captured in Lake Malawi, River Zambezi and the like. So many die on the way. To those who even reach, they end up being arrested, imprisoned, and they don't get anything they were promised.
The chiefs also agreed to widen their scope in the combat against firearms after only 26 guns were discovered in the operation.
We want to work together to make sure that we don't only get out of these firearms, but also work together to make sure that everybody involved is arrested and prosecuted.
Yet, as the world continues to transform into a global village, with more people accessing internet and other sophisticated gadgets, cybercrime also remains a big challenge to most developing countries due to lack of capacity to investigate.
We're investigating some fraud, and we wanted information from Germany. And I thought naturally the NCB, the Interpol NCB in Germany would help us, give us basic information. But they declined. They didn't give us information.
Recently, the Vatican asked the Uganda police to investigate a case in which about $1 million was stolen from its bank.
Imagine, even people daring to steal money in the Vatican from God. Can you imagine? They steal it there and cash it in Uganda.
It is hoped that the sooner the Africa Police is instituted, stamping out crime within the region will be easier and more realistic results will be yielded, because Africa will be more attractive in the eye of the investors, because most of the times why Africa has failed to compete with the fast-growing countries is because of the high rates of crime, insecurity and instability within the region. Sudil Biarhanga, NTV, Entebbe.